Hey, welcome back, Knife Nerds and Everyday Care people. It's your boy, the Big Canucker here, and I've got myself a video here happening. It is not going to be a knife video. It's going to be a little bit of a departure. I'm going to be talking about the Motomaster 1200 amp lithium ion booster pack. And to coin a phrase from another knife guy out there, it's a gem. All right, let's have a look at this. So this is the 1200 amp lithium jump starter and battery bank. And it comes in this really, really nice, beautiful, stylish case. It's actually kind of a hard shell clam case. And in it, let's kind of go through. Here is the actual unit itself. We'll grab that. We'll grab the manual, because you gotta listen to the manual. And so let's get the rest of the stuff that's in here too as well. All right. And we will put this case away for a bit. All right, so here is the actual battery booster itself, the jump starter. And the manual we'll put over there. And here is the other items that it comes with. So let's kind of go over a little bit of some technical features here, okay? So let's just see here. So the let's just see. The advanced lithium ion battery delivers up to 1200 peak amps, recommended for gas engines up to 7 liters and diesel engines up to 5 liters. It'll provide 20 jump starts in a single charge, holds a charge for 6 months. It's got a 1600 milliamp hour battery in there, so now you can also use it to charge your cell phone and other items, and it'll say stuff like it'll charge your cell phone up to 7 times and your GoPro up to 13 times and headphones up to 24 times. I think that is a little bit far of a reach. You know, it's 1600 milliamp hours. That's a fairly big battery pack, but I carry a 10,000 one in my car or in my bag, and I've got a 100,000 one that I carry that's for vacations and stuff like that. And you know, my cell phone, which is the cell phone 10X Plus, I think is what it is. It's got an 11,000 milliamp battery, so that's like 1.5 times for my big ass cell phone. But still, I mean, I have enough battery banks, and this is going to be good enough that if I needed it in a pinch, it'll work. And the other thing, though, speaking of the battery packs, the USB ports with charging up your batteries and stuff like that, it does come with a quick charge too as well, so like a 3.0 quick charge. So that's good for charging like my iPad. I have an iPad Pro, and it's a little bit bigger, and the regular little square cube that comes with an iPhone, that will not keep my my iPad going. If I were to plug it in the wall and use it at the same time, it would slowly drain the battery on it. Whereas, something like this, the quick charge, will be able to use it as well as charge it up quite a bit faster. I guess you'd say if you were to plug one into here and one into there, the exact same items, your quick charge will charge probably, I think, about twice as fast. Now, dimension-wise, they say here dimensions. It is 5 3/16 inches by 3.5 inches wide, an inch and an eighth deep too as well. Now, for you metric folks, that's 13 centimeters by 8.89 centimeters and 2.85 centimeters thick. And just to give you an idea here, this is what I'm carrying today. I'm carrying my Gale Bradley 2 here, or Bradley 2, so it is just a smidge larger than a Gale Bradley 2. And just another thing here too as well, for width, it is the same width as my Swiss Army knife Fieldmaster. So that gives you an idea as for the size. Now the weight on here is actually it's fairly svelte at 22.2 ounces or 630 grams. Now I actually would carry this with me every day. When I was actually working, I had a different one that I ended up giving to my daughter, and it was in a little bit bigger case. And I would carry that every single day while I was working, because I used to carry a backpack that was I had two of them. I had kind of a larger over the shoulder one sling one Then I had like a two-shoulder backpack that I used to carry with me, and I would put all my stuff in it because I was on the road all the time. And this has come in handy so well. I got nothing but great things to say about this. And one other thing too as well. Um, I had some issues here trying to figure out something, and I ended up phoning the Motomaster helpline, and I spoke to a fellow by the name of Dennis. And I gotta say, Dennis, man, what an absolutely fantastic guy. And I also called and spoke to a lady by the name of Tina. If you look inside your manual here, if you have any sort of issues with this unit. Technical issues, you have some questions to ask, or you've got an issue with it, something has gone wrong, phone the 1-800 number in here. These folks are fantastic, and they looked after me extremely well, I have to say. They were very knowledgeable, and thank you very much, Motomaster. Now, Motomaster here is a Canadian tire brand, so being the big connector from Canada, I do lots of my shopping there. Now, I don't know if there is a Motomaster equivalent in the States. I do believe there is, but uh, so I just thought I would throw that out there for you guys to have a listen to, as far as if you guys are in the States, and you can find something like this, then definitely go for it. If you could order online, use the strength of your dollar and get this kind of stuff, because this thing is an absolutely fantastic little booster pack. Now, I have used this to boost over the year that I've owned it. I've probably boosted about a half a dozen vehicles with it, and it has worked flawless. Now, the only thing that I have to say about this particular unit and the boosting is I did not realize, because I did not read the manual as well as I should have. I found out later on that this has what's called an overdrive button here, which is here. I'm not sure if you can read that. Just on the side, there's a little overdrive button. So now this here is a little plug-in, and it plugs in the side here. You open up this little flap, you plug your booster cable clamps on there, and I thought perhaps that there was there was a couple vehicles that were so dead that this did not read them, and it wouldn't boost. And I thought, well, that's kind of silly. And then I actually read about this overdrive button. So I actually phoned and talked to the 1-800 number guys, and they explained to me what this overdrive button does. So this has got so basically what happens if you've got, say, a battery that's at 0 volts or 3 volts or less, this will not read that there's a battery there, and it'll say, okay, well, why am I going to send all this juice to these? Because if they touch together, they'll spark. So if you have this plugged in, and you don't want juice to go into this all the time. It's not like a battery. You want to be able to deliver the juice when you need it to have, because even though this says 1200 amps, it's not 1200 amps continuously. It's a peak, and you'll end up burning out the inside. So this does have its limitations, but it is still a fantastic thing. So if you have a battery that's extremely dead, you plug this in, you push the overdrive button, and it gives you 30 seconds of on juice, ready to rock, no matter what the battery voltage is, and it will boost that. It will boost an extremely dead vehicle. And the last one I actually did was, and my kid's Lexus. He's got a little Lexus. I can't remember what it's a little sports car, and his was completely dead. And I put this out there. I hooked it on the battery cables, and it would not do a damn thing. And I'm like, oh my goodness. I made a couple phone calls, found about the overdrive, went out there, hooked it all up, pushed the overdrive, and it started like a dream. I have boosted an F-150. Now, I own a 2012 F-150 Harley-Davidson edition. So it's got the 6.2 liter V8, which is a really big V8. And I boosted that with this, and no problems. Now, it was summertime, mind you, but absolutely no problems. I did boost also a Mazda 3, which was a 2.3 liter 4-cylinder, and it was about 25 below. So that was a fairly decent test, and it had no problems getting that Mazda 3 going. Now, the other thing that I really like using this for is, so you've got your main booster cables with the overdrive. Also, you have it comes with this just a little cigarette lighter or 12-volt power point charging, so you can plug it in, use your USB type mini USB here to charge it up, or use this for any other thing. And then you've got this, which is a 12-volt female receptacle out. And that just plugs in on the side here. And I have used that for, I have a little um, electric compressor, and my one trailer has got a couple bad tires on it, and I hate trying to unstream that whole like 25-foot cord on it to plug it into the cigarette lighter. Where this one, I can plug it right in. I can set it right beside with the compressor running, and no problems whatsoever. It has not left me stranded. I've been able to use my compressor. It's not like a big monster compressor. It's just a 12-volt compressor, and I've been able to pump up 2 tires to 40 psi with this thing, and there's been no issues with it whatsoever. Now, the other nice thing that this has got is it's actually got a light on it. Now, it's a flashlight. Now, so if you want to check what the status of your battery, push that and it'll run through a little cycle mode, and you can see how it graduates from 0% all the way to 100%. Now, this tells me that it's fully charged. Now, if I want to use the light, I simply hold the power button down, and there it goes, it pops up. And it is a fairly bright light. I mean, it's not, it won't light up the road for 1,500 yards or anything like that, but it does do enough that if you need to read a map or fix something under the hood, you could too as well. And it'll run for an awfully long time. It'll actually run for up to 47 hours with your flashlight on. Now, if you press it, you've got your flash mode, press it again, and it'll flash SOS. Press it again, and you've got off. Now, the other thing too is it will go straight on and off. Press it to hold on, press down to hold to go off. Now, the strobe mode is actually very handy here. I like the idea of having this strobe mode if you're on a road that is kind of busy and you're not been able to get off the road, you're broken down. This is really nice to be able to take and set it on top of the hood of the car or on top of the roof, and that way any oncoming traffic will know, hey, there's something going on there, and hopefully they'll slow down, because you know what? There's a lot of deaths out there on the highway of people not seeing the accident or seeing somebody that's broken down and not paying attention and running into them. And that strobe mode would make me feel safe having it just on top of my car. So now, the price of this here, I do believe regular price is about $189. It's on sale right now at Canadian Tire for $139 Canadian. Now, I would imagine, I don't know what that is in American, $6 or something. So, like I said, if you can get online and purchase one of these and have it delivered to you're definitely not going to lose with this, because it is a great, great little booster pack. And I got to say, the customer service has been fantastic. In my opinion, and in my view, it's been fantastic. Now, would I recommend this? I think absolutely. The one I had, when these first came out, I remember everybody had the booster packs for the lead acid batteries that were so damn heavy, and they were big and they were bulky. And then they came out with these light lithium ion batteries that were, next to nothing. And you're wondering, how the heck is that going to start a big ass diesel? And some of the earlier ones, I don't think had the cold cranking amps they should have. But this technology has come a long way. Like my first one, it would do, a 4-cylinder car, an 8-cylinder car in the summertime if the thing was a little bit dead. And you know what? It saved my bacon a few times, but I got to say, this one here, the technology that they've done in here has been quite a bit better. I would recommend this, especially at $139. I think that is a great, great value for what you're going to get. All right. So thanks so much for stopping by, guys. I appreciate it so much. Now, I know that we're not out of the woods yet here with the old pandemic, so please, please take precautions, stay safe, listen to the experts, keep your stick on the ice, the shiny side up. This is the Big Canucker saying adios.